In this video, I am going to guide you on how you can create an email server using your Hestia control panel on a VPS server. If you're a business, you would love to send emails to your clients, okay? Or maybe you want to, if you're an affiliate marketer, you would love to send bulk emails, right? Now, in this video, we will create an email server that resonates with our business. So let's say if you have our domain, which is smtp.pro.com, we are going to create a business email like support@smtp.pro.com, you understand? And this email will be able to send a lot of emails, like 20k of emails. But wait, now when you are installing the Hestia control panel, make sure you install on a VPS server that has port 25 opened by default. But before I continue, if you are new to this YouTube channel, all you have to do is hit the subscribe button, give me some like. If you have any comment or suggestion, leave it at the comment section. Now let's get into it. Those who want to learn how to build an SMTP server from scratch, okay, I have two methods, and these two methods are packed in one course on Udemy. I'll leave the link at the description. Go and check it out. Right, yes. And now those who want to learn how to install Hestia control panel on the VPS server, I have a video on my YouTube channel. I'll leave the link at the description. Right, so now let's continue. Now, as I said, you will need a VPS server that has port 25 opened by default, and I am going to recommend VPS providers that have port 25 opened by default. One is Contabo. That is what I am using. I'll leave the link in the description. Okay, make sure you go and check it out. Then other one is Hostwind. All right, I've used that as well before, so I'll leave the link at the description. You can choose any, but I use Contabo for this video and how to install Hestia on the control panel using Contabo. Now, first of all, we will have to check if our VPS server has port 25 opened by default. So I am going to access my VPS server with an SSH client. So the SSH client I'm going to use is PuTTY. All right, so I'll leave the link of the PuTTY at the description. Make sure you go and download and install. You can use any SSH client that you want, like Bitwise. You can even use command prompt. All right, but I am going to use PuTTY. All right, so I'm going to enter my IP address over here. Then I am going to click on open. Make sure the port is port 22. Okay, so port is basically like a road. Okay, so when that road is blocked, your car cannot pass through. Okay, so if you want to access SSH, you need that port, that road 22 to be opened. All right, so we are going to use this road, which is the port 22 road, you understand? Then click on open. So now we need to enter our username, which is root, then enter. Anyone who purchases from Contabo, automatically the username is root. All right, then you have to paste your password over here. So maybe I did it wrong in pasting the password. I'm going to try again. All right, so as you can see, we have logged in. So I'm just going to use a command called clear to clear the screen. That's great. All right, the first thing, as I told you, we are going to check if port 25 is opened by default, right? So I have a note here, so I'll leave the link of this note at the description so that you can follow along very simply. Okay, so I'm going to copy this first command. I'm going to right click to paste. Now I'm going to use the administrative access or power, which is the sudo, and I'm going to use an application called UFW. All right, and I'm going to allow port 25. So basically I'm going to open port 25. Now if port 25 has been closed by default from my VPS provider, then I'm going to get an error. But if it is successful or it shows that it already opened, then port 25 is opened by default. All right, so I'm going to press enter. So as you can see, skipping adding adding existing rule. Okay, so that means this rule is already in existence. That's good. That means port 25 is opened by default. Right, so I'm going to clear my screen once again. Right, so now we have established that port 25 is opened, okay, by default. Now the next thing is to set an A record for our mail server. Okay, so we are going to create a subdomain called mail.ourdomain. Now note, we have to use this, okay, because we are creating an email server, and the hosted control panel understand that every email server should have a mail, okay, in front of it. All right, so make sure it's a mail. Okay, so mail dot your domain. Okay, in my case it's SmartVate Pro. All right, so this is my host, you understand. So we are going to point our VPS IP address to this domain. So I'm going to my domain provider, which is Hostinger. Okay, so just click on DNS/name service, then scroll down, then this is it. Okay, make sure the type is A because you are setting a record. Now you have to type mail over here, mail, then you add your IP address over here. Okay, in my case this is my IP address. I've already added this, okay, but I just want to show you the process. Then after you've added it, you just have to click on add record. So you can see record already exists. So when I scroll down, you can see we have it over here. So a record, okay, that's the type, and the name is mail, and this is the IP address. You understand? So that's what you are going to do. That's the first thing we are going to do. Now after you have connected, you have to test if it is connected successfully, and we are going to use this command dig. Okay, so this command, I'm going to paste it. So dig, then space, then your host name, then plus. Okay, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click here, and I'm going to make it really big, the screen to be a little bigger, so that you will see it clearly. You understand? Yeah, so I'm going to change settings, appearance, then I'm going to change the font. So the font to, let's say, 16, something like that, and apply. Okay, that's a little bigger. All right, so this is the command you are going to use. So just press enter. Then you can see it is giving us our IP address. So now when you do this and you are not seeing your IP address, that means it has not been connected properly. Or better, so you can wait for like 48 hours for the DNS to fully propagate. Right, okay, so that is it. So now we are done with the first one. The next thing before we set the MX record is to set our host name. All right, so I am going to check the host name first. The host name is just type host name and enter, and you can see my host name is mail. All right, I can expand it. Okay, so host name CTL, then enter, and to give you more details, so you can see the static host name is mail. You understand? So we are going to set it. If you haven't set yours, it's not going to work. All right, so we are going to set ours. So the first thing you are going to do is you are going to use sudo power space, then host name, which is the application we are going to use, host name, which is a host name CTL, right? Then space set, that is the command we are giving to the application, host name, then our host name, which is our subdomain over here. Okay, this one. Okay, I'm going to copy and I'm going to paste it over here, but I'm going to delete the first mail that I typed, and I'm going to press enter. Then you can see it's done. All right, so after that you have to set our host file, right? So I'm going to just type sudo nano, okay, then space etc/hosts. Now the nano is a text editor, just like we have the normal notepad. Okay, it's a text editor. Then press enter. All right, and you can see this is my host name, right? So I have to change it to my host. Okay, so I'm going to use the arrow to control this green vertical line. So I'm going to delete everything till it get to the, I just have to delete everything. Then I have to right click to paste host name. Okay, then space, and I'm going to write the first name of the host name, which is this one. Okay, and I'm going to press Ctrl+O, then enter to save, then Ctrl+X to exit from the editor. Right, now we are done. Now the next thing we need to do is to set an MX record. If you want to be able to send and receive emails, you need to set an MX record. All right, so let's go back to our host provider, or domain provider rather. Yeah, sorry. So this is my domain provider. So make sure you just click on the type over here, then you select MX. Right, then leave this default. Okay, then paste your host name over here. It should be all the host name. Let me go and copy it once again. So this is my host name. Okay, host. I'm going to paste it here. So that's my host name. Then make sure the priority is 10. Leave this default and click on add record. All right, so this record is already there. So let's scroll down till you see MX. All right, so as you can see, this is the MX record we set. Okay, so this is mail.smartvidpro.com. okay, that's our MX record, and this is the priority is 10. So that is it. Now we need to go back to our putty and test. Okay, so I have this command over here. Okay, so dig mx. Okay, so I'm going to copy this command and I'm going to right click to paste, then enter, and you can see it brought out the priority 10, and this is the host name. You understand that? Now the next thing we need to do is to set an SPF record. So this is a policy, okay, that on an authentication policy, so we need to add it. Okay, so that's not the only authentication policy we are going to add. We are going to add other security records that will protect our email server, right? So that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to copy this. Now you just have to replace this, your IP. It should be your IP. That's what I'm going to do it. So that will be your IP. So you need to replace it with your own IP. Okay, so mine is this connected. So I'm going to copy. Okay, then I'm going back to my my domain provider and get to the DNS management section. Scroll up. Then I'm going to add a new record. Okay, so at this time I'm going to click here and select txt type. Right, now I am going to paste the value over here, what I copied. I'm going to paste it here, and I'm going to click add record. Right, that this record has been already added. So when I scroll down, txt, this one, that's not the one, so this is it, txt, and you can see this is the value. Right, we are done with that one. So we have to go and check. Open your putty. Now when you check, you are getting error. Okay, when you check you are getting error, just know that it will sometimes takes 48 hours for the domain propagation to take to be completed. So you just have to give it some time and keep on testing. Right, now we don't need to even text. Let's go and add our DMARC record. All right, so first thing we need to do is you have to copy this first one over here. All right, make sure you don't copy your domain in addition. Right, back to your domain provider, you are going to add another txt record, but this time we are going to paste what we copied here at the name section. Then go back to the note. Then you have to copy this value, but remember you have to change this to your domain name. So this time your domain, I'm going to replace it with smtp. That's my domain. All right, and I'm going to copy everything here back here, and I'm going to paste it at the value section. Then I'm going to click on add record, and this record has already been added. Okay, it wasn't already. Okay, so let's go down, maybe scroll down, txt. Yes, I have added two. Okay, this one. So I think okay, so I did a mistake with this one. I have to delete it. All right, so this is the record added. Okay, now back to the notes again. Now you need to generate a DKIM records. Right, so first of all we need to check our DKIM directory and keys. Okay, so you need to check it. So I'm just going to copy this command. I'm going to paste it over here, then press enter. Then you can see the total is 0. So that means we haven't created an email server. So we have to go back to our Hestia control panel to create a new email server. Right, so back to our Hestia control panel over here, then navigate to the mail section. Then first of all we need to add mail domain. So I'm just going to click on add mail domain, then click continue. Then I have to add the domain of my email server, so which is smartvidpro.com. Right. Then the email client you are going to use is Roundcube. When you click on it, that's the only one we have. That is basically the webmail. You understand? Then make sure you enable this DKIM support. Right. Then click on save. So as you can see, mail domain has been created successfully. Now go back. Okay. So now what you're going to do is you're going to create our first email account, our first business email account, right? So hover your pointer in front of the domain you just added, then click on this plus sign. Now, but before that, let's go back. We need to install SSL certificate, okay, to protect our domain. We have to do that. It's very important. So back here. So this, you can see that this is red sign, okay? So you just have to click on the pen icon in front of it. Then let's scroll down. Then let's click on enable SSL for this domain. So now let's just click on use let's encrypt and let's click on save. All right, so as you can see, changes have been made. Now let's click back here and you can see that SSL has been checked. Right, so now let's go back and click on this plus sign. Now let's enter the name of our email. So let's say support. You can use any name, okay? So this, whilst you type this, you just check at the right side. You can see that this is your email created, so it will be support@yourdomain.com. okay? So whatever you type here, let's say if I type admin over here, you can see that this username has changed to admin, right? But I'm going to use support. All right, then I'm going to generate a password over here. Now we have to copy all the details over here. So first of all, you need to copy our username. So I'm going to click here. So I'm just going to open Notepad. I'm going to paste my username here. That's my email, and I'm going to copy the password. I'm going to paste that one as well. Back again, I'm going to copy my host name. So basically, these are your SMTP details. If you want to use external bulk email sender, you can use these details to send. Okay, so back here, let's copy this port. Okay, you can use any of these ports. Mostly I use these two one. Okay, so I'm going to paste it as well over here, and I'm going to save this. All right, so this is our details. So when you are done, you just have to click on save. Make sure you don't change anything again, then click save. All right, so as you can see, mail account has been created successfully. Now click back, and this is your mail, your support. Okay, that's your email. Right, now let's go back to PuTTY. Now let's use this command once again. So I'm just going to right click on it, and it's going to paste it, and I'm going to press enter. Now you can see that at first the result was 0, but this time it gave us this domain name, smartvaidpro.com, right? Yes, we are good to go. So now let's go back to the notes. So now if this directory does not execute it, you have, so now first of all you need to now listen, if you check this and they tell you that, oh, this directory does not exist, you have to create it. And how can you create it? You can use this command to create it. So you just have to copy this command, but you just have to replace this with your name. Okay, so your domain. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace that with my domain. So smartvaidpro.com. I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to replace this as well. Okay, so that's it. So I'm going to, first of all, I'm going to copy the first command, and I'm going to right click here. Oh, sorry, I think I mistakenly copied something up there. So I'm going to copy once again, right click here, then press enter. So it will be created. I'm going to copy the next one, okay, which is to change the permission, the file permission. Paste it and press enter. All right, so it is mandatory, just do it. Okay, if you already have it, no problem. When you paste this and they tell you it exists, no problem, just move ahead to change the permission. That's all. Now let's scroll down. Now let's go to the next one, which is we have to now generate our DKIM keys. All right, now let's change your domain to our domain. So I'm going to paste, I'm going to copy my domain over here, the name, and I'm going to replace with your domain. I'm going to replace with your domain as well over here. So I'm going to copy the first command, which is this one. Then I'm going to right click to paste it over here, then press enter. All right, so done, no error, so that means successful. Let's copy the next one. Okay, copy. Okay, so now when you change this, make sure you come to this section too. The last button also change this, is okay. Yes, then paste it over here and press enter. Then you can see writing RSA key. Right, so now since we didn't get any error, it means we have been able to generate our DKIM records. Right, so first of all, now we need to update our DKIM Exime DKIM configuration. Now this is an MTP protocol, okay, and this is used by the Hester control panel, right? So we are going to edit the configuration file to use the DKIM that we created. Okay? So first of all, you need to modify this. Okay, so I'm going to copy this command, but since we have to modify or edit it, we have to use a text editor, and we are going to use nano. Okay, so sudo nano space, then I'm going to right click to paste what we copied, then enter. Then this is it. Now there is some records here, so at the DKIM name, ensure the value rules exist. Okay, so go and check if it is there. So I'm going here, I'm going to use the arrow to find the DKIM. Arrow DKIM. Okay, so this is DKIM. So this is the DKIM. So I'm going to compare it to see if everything is working, if everything is fine. So you can see everything is fine. You can see everything is fine. Everything DKIM private, everything is fine. So now if it is not the same thing, change it. Then after that, Ctrl+O and enter to save it, Ctrl+X to exit. All right, now all we have to do now is to restart the Exime, the MTP. So I'm going to copy this command, okay, just to apply the changes that we've done. Then right click to paste, then press enter. Now it has restarted. Okay, now the next thing we need to do is we need to check the status of our Exime, if it has been properly restarted. So just going to copy this command. So systemctl status Exime. So you want to check the status if it's running or it is disabled. So enter, you can see running over here. So Ctrl+X to exit, or if it doesn't work, Ctrl+Z, it will exit. All right, right. Now it says extract the public key. Extract the public key, right? So we are going to use this cat command to extract the public key. All right, so because we need that key to create a DNS record in our domain provider, you understand? So I'm going to replace my domain with your domain over here. So I'm going to paste it over here. Let me delete one.com. I'm going to copy this back to putty, right click on it and press enter. Now you can see this is our public key, right? We don't have to copy the public key. You just have to copy from the MII to the last one rather. Okay, so Ctrl+C to copy. Then back here, now at this node we have value over here, and this is the value. All right, so you have to replace this, okay, with what we copied. So I'm going to paste it over here. So we have to add this record to our domain. Okay, so first of all, we need to copy this host you are seeing over here. So copy from default to domain key. All right, copy this back to your domain provider, scroll up, then make sure at the type section, click on it and select txt, then delete whatever is inside this and replace that with what you copied. Right, now back to the note again. Now make sure you copy from the V to the last one, which is the AB, okay, to the last one of the key, back here and paste it at the text value or txt value section. Then click on add record. I already have this record added already. All right, so you can see that the records are 2 now, so I just have to delete one. Okay, it's the same record, right? So that's what you have to do. You understand? So now, since you have been able to generate our DKIM records and we have added that to our domain, Now let's check if it works properly. Right, so I am going to replace your domain with my domain over here. All right, so make sure you do yours as well. I'm going to copy this. I'm going to then replace with this, your domain. Then I'm going to copy this txt default underscore whatever domain key, which is dkm. Okay, then let's open putty. Then I'm going to right click here to paste, then press enter. Then you can see this is our key. So you can compare this, okay, with the one you have added to see if it is the same thing. All right, if it is the same thing, then my guy, you are on the track. Okay, so that's all. So you can see we have MIIB, we have QAB. So you can see MIIB, this is it, then QAB. So the records are proper. So now we are basically done. All right, so now let's go back to edit the exam configuration. Okay, so that when you are getting error, you have to change, you have to go and check if it has this IP address. Okay, if it has this IP address, we have to change it to this IP address so it will allow it will give all access. You understand? So we just have to copy this command at this top here, nano. Okay, copy that and now paste that over here. So basically I'm using nano, the text editor, to access this file, okay, at this location. Then press enter. Then we have to scroll down. We are looking for DC local interfaces. Okay, so DC local interfaces. So this is it over here. This is it. This is it. DC local interfaces. So make sure it is 0.0.0.0. Now if you come and it is 127.0.0.01, you understand, change it to 0.0.0.0, and that's all. After you are done, Ctrl plus O, then enter to save, Ctrl plus X to exit, and now we are done. So now we have to then test our email server. So let's go back to Hestia. All right, now we need to test our email server. So all we have to do is click back. All right, now click on this paper airplane over here to open the webmail. All right, so we are going to log in with our details, our SMTP details. Okay, so the username should be our email address and our password as well. Okay, so I'm going to just do that. So this is my email. I'm going to paste it here. And this is my password. I'm going to copy and I'm going to paste it here. Then I'm going to click on login. So now we are going to check our deliverability score, and we are going to use a tool called Mail Tester. So I'll leave the link of this website in the description, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to refresh this page, and I'm going to copy this email back to webmail, and I'm going to click on compose. So I'm going to paste the email to the to section. All right, then I'm going to write something here. Let's say welcome to my server. I just created a new email server which I want to test with you. All right, so this is what I'm going to send. So I'm just going to click on send. All right, so as you can see, message sent. So when I go to the sent, okay, you can see that there is a message sent, right? So back to inbox. All right, so now we have to go back to this website to click on check your score. Now if you want me to create a special video on how you can use webmail to send bulk emails, leave it at the comment section. I've created a video about it, I think 2021. That's 4 years ago. Okay, if you want me to create a current video, just leave it at the comment section. Right, so that's it. So I just have to click on check your score. Okay, then let's see. All right, so as you can see, good stuff. Your email is almost perfect. So we have 7 out of 10. So let's scroll down. So your DKM signature is not valid, right? So I'm going to click here. then I'm going to, okay, so there's a problem with the DKIM, right? So now it will take a little time for the DNS stuff to be fully propagated. All right, so my DKIM has not propagated yet, so that's you can keep on testing. Now I can send an email, the same email, okay, to my let me go to send to my Gmail account, okay, and let's see, I'm going to copy the body, so back to compose, and I'm going to paste it here. Then I'm going to write once again, welcome to my server and SAS Media. I'm going to send this email to my email account, my Gmail account rather. All right, so let's see if it is going to land in the inbox. Okay, so I'm just going to click on send, and you can see message sent, right? So I'm going to quickly open my Gmail. So Gmail. All right, so now as you can see, this is the email. Okay, it's in the primary inbox, right? And you can see this is the sender name, and this is my subject and my body. Okay, so I'm just going to click on it, and you can see this is the email support@smartpro.com. All right, and you can see this is the body. So I just created a new, and this is the subject, right? So I know people will be asking, how many emails can this email server send? So that would depend on your VPS server. For if you use Contabo, you can send up to 20k emails per day. Yes. But first of all, you have to warm it up. By like a day, you send like 100 emails. The next day, you send like, you understand? You can start by five emails a day or 10 emails a day. Then when you send it, you reply to the email. Just like, I've received this, I'm going to click on reply, and I'm going to write, I got it. Okay, then I'm going to click on send, and it should send back to my server. You understand? So doing that, Gmail is going to trust your email server. So whenever you send emails in bulk to people with Gmail account, it will hit their inbox straight up. You understand? So that's how you can warm it up. You understand? To gain trust in the from the email providers, right? So let's go back. Let's check our inbox. So I'm going to click on inbox. Okay, so you can see we have received our email, right? So I'm going to click on that, and you can see I got it over here. So this is how you can create an email server with Hestia Control Panel on your VPS server. So you have to check out the VPS server you're going to use. With even Contabo, when you buy their VDS service or service, with that one you can send up to 1 million of email, okay? But that server costs higher than the normal VPS server. All right, so don't forget to like this video. Make sure you subscribe if you want this kind of content. I said, if you want me to create a special video on how you can send bulk emails, okay, using webmail, just leave it at the comment section. All right, if you want to learn how you can create how you can host a website, okay, if you want to learn how you can install Hestia Control Panel on your VPS server, I have a video. I'll leave the link at the description, as I said earlier. If you have any comments, suggestions, just leave it at the comment section, and let's meet in the next video. Bye bye.